To celebrate 3 million weekly Codex users, we are resetting usage limits. We will do this every million users up to 10 million. Happy building. I don't think their usage is as well celebrated as they think it is.
Cmd+AI.
The only reason why I'm using it is because they gave double usage. I think this 3 million has got to do with the fact that they've been giving away tokens. Once my usage is done, I'm out. Like, I just like Cord. I do actually like having both, to be fair. I do like having both. Either way, I'm just leveraging free usage right now. So I don't necessarily think it's anything else other than free usage or free tokens that's meant they've got such an uptick in users.
You would think if the price of something reduces, you would use less of that resource, but you actually use more of it because it is more available.
What do Netflix and Uber both have in common is when they started, they all started with like really small plans. I think Netflix was like $5.99, $4.99, something like that when you first opened it up, or the digital version, because they did DVDs in the beginning. Uber, like they were like nothing. It was nothing. It was always cheaper to get an Uber than it was to get a regular old taxi. And what happened a few years later on, when you're hooked, when they've penetrated the market, all of those prices went up. And what design theory speaks about here, and in some ways cold fusion, AI is in the same space, in that, we're just getting given all of this free stuff, effectively free. Google especially, like who's paying for Google? Who's paying for Gemini?
Yeah.
I get free. I've got Gemini and everything, and I don't know who's paying for, like, I maybe get charged $1 or something like that, but it's like, I think even in the Gemini CLI you get like free usage of Gemini. I don't know. Anyway, ChatGPT is another prime example as well, giving away free usage. Sam giving away resetting codex limits to celebrate 3 million weekly users. Like, he's only winning this race because he's giving stuff away, because that's all he knows. And when you compare it to something like Claude, who is or Anthropic, who are expensive, it's something I've said for a long time, where I think that they're the real ones. They're charging realistic prices for this, for AI. And I don't think it will be long before ChatGPT, that once they've penetrated the market, once they've gained that, well, they've lost it, haven't they? The verb or noun, I don't know what it is, ChatGPT it. Once they've, if they get that kind of throne of like everyone is just automatically thinking ChatGPT, I reckon those prices are going to go up. Again, leaning to this idea, I don't think Sam is a trustworthy character. I think he's just a cringe incarnation of a Silicon Valley CEO. So that I do strongly recommend this video. It does break down that it's not just, I don't think he even mentions AI in this one. I think he mentions a bunch of other stuff, but this is they do this time and time again, and we constantly forget that this is a tried and tested method for startups. They give it to you, they spend investors' money, they give it to you for as cheap as possible, and once they've got you, they fucking shaft you. They raise the prices. So just have that in the back of your mind. And when we talk about RAM and prices on everything coming up, I think this is when we'll also start to see the price of AI starting to increase. So I've got my eye on you, Sam. I don't trust you at all. This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.
Cmd+AI.